Today we shall look at the benefits of okra water. Okra water is something that is widely accepted by the women folk in Africa and Asia, and they believe it's a fertility tonic. So today I'm going to be looking at the fact that is there any research evidence, is there any scientific basis that supports the use of okra water. But before we continue, how do women normally use okra water? They slice the okra pods, they slice it and they put it in a container overnight and cover it with water and pour water on it. So the next morning it is ready for use. So they drink it, and it is usually non-allergic. It does not really react. The body tolerates it very well. But what are the likely benefits of okra water? What do people really suggest about okra water? What do they believe that the okra water does? Number one is that it boosts ovulation. It helps ovulation. Number two is that it helps the cervical mucus during the time of ovulation. It facilitates the production of the cervical mucus and the quality of the cervical mucus during ovulation. Another thing is that they believe that it helps the lubrication of the vagina, and the vagina is well lubricated when they use this okra water. Another thing is that it helps the sperm to move, because if there is lubrication of the vagina and the female reproductive organs, then the sperm will be able to move easily. Another thing is that the egg that is produced is also able to move very easily because of the slimy nature of the reproductive organs as at that time. And we also note that it is beneficial for implantation. If fertilization eventually occurs, it is beneficial for implantation, and the uterine wall will be able to support the embryo the right way that is supposed to support it. So it is also known that it helps libido, that okra water improves libido in men and women. Now, although these facts, there are no specific research works that have been done that I have been able to come across that were done concerning these things, but there are certain other things that tend to prove that these things that okra water actually helps fertility, and that it can be used as a fertility tonic. Now, when we go to the as a matter of fact, when we look at from a medical perspective, we can say that okra water can be used as a placebo treatment for infertility. And many people from across the world, they believe, because it is widely used, it has been used for centuries, and many people believe that it helps fertility, and that is why we cannot really query it. But then we move into the scientific aspects of it now. What is the scientific proof that we have concerning the fact that okra water helps fertility and can be used as a fertility tonic? There are certain things, certain constituents in okra that okra is very rich in, that they help fertility in women. Number one is the folates. Okra is rich in folates. Okra also is rich in magnesium. Okra is rich in vitamin C, and okra is rich in antioxidants. And to start with antioxidants, what effects does antioxidants have? Antioxidants have the effect of protecting the egg against oxidative stress. The free radicals in the system, it protects the egg against oxidative stress, and that is one major importance of the uh, of the antioxidants. Now, another thing is that the folates help healthy ovulation, and fetal development, and that is why the folates too are being used as a routine drug for people who are trying to conceive, a routine medication for people who are trying to conceive. And it is suggested that people who are trying to conceive at least consecutively should be on folic acid for like 3 months before they conceive, before the time they expect to conceive. Now, another thing is magnesium, and magnesium supports hormonal regulation. So if you are having hormonal imbalance, that means that okra water will be able to help, because it supports hormonal regulation. And it has been proven scientifically too that it helps in the luteal phase. It helps the production of progesterone in the luteal phase of a woman's monthly cycle. And generally it affects hormones, and it is something we may try and see if it actually works. Another thing is about vitamin C. Vitamin C also helps ovulation. Vitamin C helps ovulation. It helps iron absorption. Vitamin C also is good for improving the immunity, guarding the body against immunity, and that is why it is also good. It protects every time a woman conceives and the implantation is occurring, our body sees this embryo as a foreign body, and at that time, there are factors that really protect the embryo against that reaction, that allows the embryo to continue to grow. And the okra water has been shown to help implantation. And apart from the regulation of hormones, then the immunity of the body itself, the ability of the body to be able to stand against infections and disease, to be able to fight disease. And this is helpful too when you are trying to conceive, or when you are trying to conceive, it is helpful. So in these ways, when we look at it, we can see that okra water, based on scientific evidence, has a role to play, really, based on the constituents, and also for the mere fact that it has been used extensively by women in Asia and women in Africa for several decades, for several centuries. Just pop it in the chat. Let us know your own opinion. What other types of alternative therapies do you think are helpful for women that are trying to conceive? God bless you in Jesus' name.